Bob Baldwin is a clam farmer who spends most of his time on the water taking care of his crop.
There aren't enough of them in the wild, so there's a market for them, and we can grow them. Get as much mud as clams.
He grows the clams for commercial use and has a special permit that allows him to harvest in the summertime.
If it weren't for that, people would have to get clams from out of state. And this is a pristine area out here, so if you're getting clams that come from this area, you know you're getting good, clean, healthy clams.
But getting a good product requires lots of time and hard work. Clams aren't simply planted and then harvested.
You have to take up seed. Sometimes, if the seed is real mixed, you'll have to take it in and sort it and then bring it back out and plant it.
The baby clams start out in the nursery, then are moved to the grow-out section as they get larger.
I've tried planting clams in different places without protection, and it's almost 100% mortality. You lose them all to crabs and other predators. So the big thing is you have to protect them from the predators.
Bags or screens can offer protection, but Bob prefers screens even though they are more work, since he feels it produces a better clam. The entire process from seed to market product is 20 to 24 months.
It keeps money in the state, and it brings money into the state because some of them do get shipped out. Those are little necks.
So dig in, Low Country. Thanks to the work of some, it's clam season year-round. Sonia Stevens, ABC News 4.
You're riding a pony.
It was all about the children and the horses this afternoon at Charleston Area Therapeutic Riding's 43-acre farm.
We have a very large public school program, and these children are in self-contained special education classes, and they come to us during school hours as part of their IEP. It's part of their curriculum to come and participate in therapeutic riding once a week for 12 weeks.
Riding not only gets the kids out in the fresh air, but also offers physical benefits.
The movement of a horse is very similar to a human's gait. So when they're on the horse, they're feeling that same thing, and it moves their pelvis in the same way that we would walk. Go up and over with that leg.
Simple things like getting on the horse also have benefits.
You saw them get on, and they have to lean down and put their weight in their hands and lift their leg over, and that's great for motor planning because it's a whole sequence that they have to go through. Can you say, "Come on, Charlie"?
For some, it's a little daunting at first, but most get excited about the ride.
You ready?
And all of them seem to be smiling and laughing once they interacted with the horse. As for the instructors, well, they seem to get just as much out of it as the kids.
Nice work. High fives. I mean, they teach me how to have joy for something so little. I mean, putting a ring on the end of a pumpkin, you know, just excites the kids to no end, and it just teaches you to be happy about the little things, I guess, in life.
That's very nice. Charlie likes a nice hug.
And for these kids, it's all about the little things.
Go. Okay. Well,
Sonia Stevens, ABC News 4.
Go will work. Here's the ring.
When fire destroyed Great Swamp Baptist Church, it scarred the people as much as it did the building.
You know, we have a death in a family. It affects, you know, a few people, but this was like having a death that affected everybody in the church.
The loss brought questions of survival, questions of renewal.
You know, you have a 100-year-old building, and how do you replace that?
With a drill and a prayer, their question was answered by 38 volunteers from 400 miles away.
They've come here to dry this building in. That means to stand the walls, to wrap it in OSB, to put the roof on it, put the shingles on it, and set the exterior doors and windows.
We came on the job site this morning at 5:20, 20 minutes after 5. At 5:30, we set up and ate breakfast. And at 6 o'clock, when it got daylight enough that we could see, we began to cut boards.
They call him the whistleblower, the 74-year-old team leader for the Carpenters for Christ.
I told my wife just this year, I came down with high blood pressure, never had anything wrong with me. So I told her, I said, I think this is my last year. And she said, you can't quit.
For 35 years, the group has traveled the country, sawing, nailing, building churches from the ground up, labor-free.
I get emotional. Jesus died for me. the least I can do is live for him.
A resurrection of sorts, built with giving hands.
You know, you have two types of people. You have volunteers and you have people that are called. And these people have definitely been called to serve Christ.
I tell you, you know the song, I Stand Amazed? That's me. And I do, I stand amazed at what God can do.
A wooden symbol of love set to stand through the worst of times. Valencia Wicker, ABC News 4.